family. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup could be a drag-em-out brawl as both teams rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed. The Niners are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they're going up against the Eagles offense that will have a lot to deal with.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's Beathard to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
To throw is Beathard. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Back line it up, Philly. Here we go.
To throw is Beathard. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it with Mack, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
Beathard, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Detroit! Let's go! Over! Green 39!
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And that's incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
It'll definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. They'll throw here. Beathard. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Still fighting for more. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Wentz. Screen pass to Blunt. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
They'll run with Mack. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now Beathard. And his throw here's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You've got to cash in and get some points.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Here's Beathard to throw. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 13 and also a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down. Almost back to the drawing board.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Back to throw Beathard. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And some space here. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Ertz has it left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. On play action, Wentz steps away. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Wentz now on first down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Wentz to throw again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So they're operating in the red zone. On the toss, Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Now they go screen, it's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team, helps them start their comeback.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he fires one, but incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 4th down, here's Drew Butler in punt formation. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete to the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught left side, Garcon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Pierre Garcon, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. To throw is Beathard. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Here's Beathard to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw is Beathard. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the 1st half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Wentz now on first down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front as we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Wentz will try again on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Drew Butler now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Now, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. Now a carry from Mack. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Staying on the ground with Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Now Mack, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll throw here. Beathard. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Beathard. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Here's Mack. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Now Beathard. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Play action. Now Wentz. His throw incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Eagles on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here's Drew Butler now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. The Niners on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Beathard to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll run here with Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties. And they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And Forbath will put this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Forbath now to kick it away after the made field goal. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Dances by him. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
All right, here we go.
They begin the drive with a grab with Mack. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Over! All right, here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a handoff looking right. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 2nd down following the run. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
the loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to